What is one word you would use to describe yourself?
Caring.
Artistic.
Model.
I'm fabulous.
Hi, my name is Connor Fogel.
What's one thing about you that might surprise people?
Probably all the things that I do. I ski, skydive, bike riding, rock climbing.
Tell me about skydiving.
Well, that was when before I was 18 and my mom told me that I had to pretend that I was 18 so I could go. And I was only 15 at the time.
What is your favorite hobby?
I would say probably skiing.
I love that too. That's amazing. When do you know you want to become an artist?
Well, I was in 6th grade and I saw my teacher's paintings and I said, well, I want to paint like you. And that was like 22 years ago.
So cool.
Thank you. This behind us, this mural, it took about 4 months. I started on January 17th and I finished on May 11th.
Wow, that's amazing. What is one thing about you that might surprise people?
I like to ride horses.
I'm a really good cooker.
I like their smiles. Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, thank you. My dad paid for it.
So I'm Lucy Venghaus, and I am with NNCIL, and I am the DHH and the Rural Coordinator.
What does independent living mean to you?
Independent living for me is just the opportunity to give each human individually that has a disability the chance to live an independent life without being in constant fear that one of their needs isn't going to be met. Independent living is just human right to me. The world should be adjusting to those with disabilities, not people with disabilities adjusting to the world.
How can we stay on track and remember everything?
A great way to stay on track and remember goals. I feel like this is such a simple answer and I keep saying it, I know, but writing it down. Write everything down. It also helps with sleep, and if we're getting good quality sleep, then we're also able to function better. I have a notepad next to my bed and I will just write those things down. Once it's out of my head and onto paper, I know that I could look at it in the morning, and that's what works for me. When I'm working with consumers, here's that phrase again, it depends. I have to get to know the consumer and their needs and what's achievable for them, because maybe writing something down is more overwhelming for another person than it is to me, and maybe that won't work for another person. So it's really just spending time with a consumer and getting to know their comfortability level, because of course success only happens outside of our comfort zone, but sometimes that's a big push, especially for somebody with a disability, and I can't always put myself in somebody else's shoes and empathize with their disability. All I can do is make a suggestion, prompt them and encourage them to try it, and let them know that it's okay if it doesn't work out. You didn't fail. All we have to do is pivot, 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 pivot. And I think that that's a good way to stay on top of goals. We just have to find whatever it is for that certain person that works for them to make goals achievable and stay on top of their stuff. For me, it's writing everything down and having 15 different calendars, but I could see why that doesn't work for most people.
What is an important checklist for someone to use when preparing to live on their own?
A good way to stay on track of your goals is to just, again, write it down. Just write down your goals and look at them every single day, and breaking them down to, even if it's 3 bullet points, because that could be stressful for some people. When I say, okay, let's break down this goal and make it achievable, even if it's the smallest thing, and I think just seeing it and doing the work of your goal being laid out is the first step to trying to tackle that, and having a support system.
Thank you so much for your time, Lucy.
The pleasure was mine. Thank you.
Of course. Want to learn some more? Head to your Center for Independent Living's website.